F40 builders, welcome back. I thought I'd do a bit of an update. I can't actually work on anything right now because I'm actually in Malaysia working. Show you anything from the workshop in Australia, but I could do an update from here, an update on the F40 tribute build. So obviously the Apex Performance Garage has just done an update as well on their build. That's a LM build with the Stance Works build, which is also Mega, which is again another different type of build, totally different chassis, Ferrari suspension and a V12 engine, which is really radical. We're replicating the original chassis as close to possible and fabricating it from scratch. Matt started with the rear. We've got the engine obviously is different, B8 444S, and we're using a Lamborghini gearbox, 6-speed manual. On the F40, where the outputs are for the drive shafts are a lot further back. There's like a massive deep bell housing on it, and it pushes the gearbox right back, whereas the Lamborghini gearbox, the Audi Lambo boxes, pushes really far forward. So they're actually going to have to be on a little bit of an angle forward, average it out, I guess, if you know what I mean, because we've got about 100mm to play with there, which is what's that, 4 inches. So the uprights and wishbones, you would have seen we fabricated up a couple of the rear wishbones out of chromoly tube, all tigged together, which is looking really nice, and with the original bushes that the F40 uses. We're building a road car, so we want to be able to just drive this on the string with the suspension, not too hard, so it's got a bit of compliance, and then a lot easier to drive. It's not going to have a massive turbo lag. It's going to come in gently, have plenty of torque from the beginning right through to the top, so it'll come on nice and smoothly. I've been thinking about probably doing traction control because I'm not that good a steerer, so I think we're going to need traction control. So this is where the chassis is up to. The body is also finished. Interior parts, going to start making them soon and do a full interior kit. So that'll be all the body, the interior, seats, windows. Starting to think about those and getting a couple of those made up. I'm just going to go for the slider. I'm not going to have wind up and down windows. It's just going to be like the original first version with a slider. That's it. Oh, the inlet manifold. That's what I want to update on. So, yeah, that Apex video is really good. That reminded me our inlet manifold is a similar situation where we want the original F40 manifold, but then we need to transition it into the B8 444S runners. So I've put pictures on there before. That engine, the B8 444S, has got a split inlet manifold. So there's one part that is dead flat that bolts into the heads and comes up and gives you a flat surface, but it's quite a unique shape. That's pretty challenging because when you're doing a casting, the castings shrink, and when you've got lots of weird offset shapes, it's going to shrink at different rates. So if you make the inlet manifold bigger, which we're going to have to do, a certain percentage bigger, when you cast it and it shrinks back, it could end up sort of having to, it might shrink back a little bit away from some of the edges on some of the ports and be quite tricky to mate successfully. Which one of the, basically that's the 3 options I've got on the table at the minute, is going with the way we do it with the timber and bog basically, and plastic printing sort of method, which is very manual crafty way, handcraft. Going the model, because I do have a scan model of the actual inlet manifold, and doing it all in CAD and printing the sand, or going in the next level, which Apex is talking about, which is pretty amazing, which is actually printing with a laser out of basically an aluminium sand. It looks like sand, but it's, yeah, the laser heats it up and melts it together and builds it up. So we've got time to think about how you should close your eyes if you wanna see my face. fair bit of work yet to finish the chassis. Once we finish this chassis, I'm just going to wet paint my chassis with enamel, because I know there's going to be modification required where I'm going to need to grind away bits and pieces and weld on extra brackets. So get it to roller stage, so all the suspension, just some whatever wheels on it. We haven't made the wheels yet, just some Ford wheels on the studs, and then later on it'll have the center lock wheels, and we'll remanufacture some F40 style wheels. And then I've got to start fitting up all the body, so that'll be the next stage that we'll see back in the workshop, is fitting it all mounted correctly and aligned and everything right. And that'll be a bit of fiddling around, edging with all together, get it all running, get it to a drivable starting moving state, then strip it down and paint it. Probably better. Anyway, that's the update on the F40 Tribute build.